What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man George.
What's up, guys? How you living out there, man? Shout out to the free thinkers. Shout out to everybody that's been following us on Def to Radio. That's DEAF #2 Radio. Make sure y'all follow us there.
And as always, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure it's set to all so you get all of our videos as they drop. Up-and-coming artists, make sure you click the link in the description. We'll do about 60 seconds of your song in the front of one of our up-and-coming videos to get you some exposure. Make sure you check that out. All right, man, so we're getting back to Nicki Minaj, man. The name of the song is Red Ruby da Sleeze.
Let's get into it, though, man. Shout out to the Barbs. I know y'all lurking. In there, boy. Y'all ready to... Y'all better be nice. We got to keep it real. Even in front of the Barbs, even in front of the firing squad, man. We got to keep it real, man. Let's get into it, though. Nicki Minaj, Red Ruby da Sleeze.
Oh, schnizzle.
You know what's funny? Like... You know what's funny? We got the lyrics in front of us, and I'm seeing Nicki Minaj and Lumi D, and I was just like, Lumi D?
Yeah, who the hell is Lumi D?
Ryan don't even know who the fuck she is. But Lumi D, I recognize Lumi D from the song, from this beat.
That's her?
Right? Yeah, that's Lumi D's joint,
okay.
right? That was ringing off, I think.
That was the shit.
In the early 2000s.
I didn't even know who I didn't know him by name.
Yeah, but I thought Lumi D was making a comeback. You know what I'm saying? So she's just rapping on the Lumi D beat, it looks like. Okay, let me start that back up. All right. This shit was crazy, though.
Yeah, that beat was hard. Yeah, this was hard.
This had so many rappers rapped on this too.
And soon as
So
you
many
hear that, you know
remixes.
exactly what it is.
Only on them C's if it's breeze. Red Ruby the Sleeze, Chinese on my sleeve. These wanna be Chun-Lees anyway, yeehaw. Who the fuck told bitches they was me now? I knew these bitches was slow. I ain't know these bitches see now.
Yeah,
Larry the
yes,
sheet in
yes.
case you niggas tried to breathe loud. Boom your face off, then I tell them ceasefire. I'm the AB, 700 on the horses when we fixin' to leave. But I don't fuck with horses since Christopher Reeves.
I understand.
Gotta be careful when I do.
I understand, though. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to the great Christopher Reeves, you know what I'm saying, Superman, but, you know.
Yeah, man.
Not the first bar I've heard about Christopher
Yeah,
Reeves.
exactly.
Matter of fact, Eminem had a whole thing on Christopher Reeves. I think he was Christopher Reeves, if I'm not mistaken, or some shit like that. Like,
crazy.
there's a whole thing with Eminem and Christopher Reeves. But yeah, man. Yeah, dude, she's riding the beat, man.
Yeah, man.
Barred up as we would have come to expect from
What did
Nicki.
you say? I know these bitches was slow, but I didn't know these bitches was senile.
Like, damn.
You forgetful too and
yeah,
shit.
like,
I'm
damn.
killing. Y'all want to be me and shit. I knew you were slow because you know. I knew you had a disability, thinking that you could even fuck with me. Basically, you know what I'm saying.
know it was
But
that
you
bad.
forgot. You senile too. You
Yeah.
forgot how dope I am. You know what I'm saying.
Married a shooter. Because y'all tried to breathe hard? All right, man. Let's keep it going, though. Yeah, this Lumi D beat is taking me back, man. I remember vividly what was going on when this was
was
what I was doing. But let's get back to it.
700 on the horses when we fixin' to leave. But I don't fuck with horses since Christopher Reeves. Gotta be careful when I dip. It's flips all in the whip. It's 40s with 30 clips. FNs with the switch. Guacamole with the taco. Waiting on El Chapo. Came in the Rose and left low in the Tahoe. 100 rounds on it. Gra-da-da. Real one like a shot-da-da. She my little vibe, my little ah-ah-ah. Bad girl don't run from nobody like rude boy want me touching on his body like yeah. Boy, I feel dead if he ever diss me. You know what to do if he ever miss me. Miss me with the na-na-na-na-na-na-na. I stay with my na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Sex hitting me like na-na.
I'm just gonna pause this real quick. I just want to point out do you see what she's doing, man? Beat switches. She changes up cadence. She's almost got that singy, rappy cadence kind of going within that, and then the beat switches back. She comes back into original flow, man. The way she's able to do that, man, it's just incredible. I love the way she understands how to place different cadences with what beat is actually playing. Remember when we did that Fabio Foreign We Go Up, I think is what it was called, something like that. Check that out if you haven't seen that reaction, man. Someone retweeted that reaction that we did to Nicki, and Nicki responded, was like, yeah, you know, it was a point in the time in the video where George said, you know, you see how she brought the cadence back? And she responded to that saying, yeah, I really didn't like that, but I knew that was like the cadence that people were gonna really fuck with, so I had to bring that back in some kind of way. And my point of saying that is, man, I don't even know if a lot of artists even think about shit like that. And reason why that's important, man, is when we talk about top 10 and top 50 and top 25 and shit like that. Ryan's list, you need to be able to make a good song, man. You need to understand how flows and cadences work.
Yes.
On top of being able to rap. Now, there's a lot of rappers out there that I gotta give a lot of shout out to, man, and give a lot of respect to. That's cold as hell. But that part of their game is lacking, man. And I feel like if you want to be a complete artist, especially when it pertains to rap, to me, again, this is my top 10, you need to be able to put this shit together. You know what I mean? And she is one of the best at doing that. Drake is one of the best at doing that. You gotta be able to put that shit together in a way that makes sense to the listener.
Boy, I feel dead if he ever diss me. You know what to do if he ever miss me. Miss me with the na 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 na. I stay with my na 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 na. His ex hitting me like na 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 na. He want the bad girl sleeves like that, while I'm a cheese like that. Na 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 na. He tell me bring him na 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 na. We don't be caring like that na 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 na. I like it when he grab my cheeks like that, while I'm a freak like that. Da da da. 100 rounds on it, da da da. Real one like a shot, da da. She my little vibe, my little Bad girl don't run from nobody like Rude boy want me touching on his body like Boy, I feel dead if he ever diss me. You know what to do if he ever miss me. When the queen leave, bitches wanna come out like a cockroach. Until I'm cooking in the kitchen like a pot roast. That new Spectre, we don't fill potholes. Dorito bitches mad that they nachos. Shout out my vatos. Shout out the hoes that's watching me like my vatos. Click, all them batch face photos. Why would you post those? Make a y'all dopey since I heard you like my ghost horse. Big truck, but I'm alone like Posto. Call Malone and tell him I'm going Posto.
I'm trying to let it rock. I'm trying to let Carl Malone, Post Malone, in the Carl Malone Postman.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna save it to the end, man. I'm gonna save what I gotta say to the end, man. But the bars are there though. Her bars, the way she's putting the shit together, is making me want to stop because I was gonna let it rock today. She's getting busy, man.
Why would you post those? Make a y'all dopey since I heard you like my ghost horse. Big truck, but I'm alone like Posto. Call Malone and tell him I'm going Posto. These bitches rapping like my blooper roll. Desert Eagle if your nigga acting Super Bowl.
Yeah,
like, gun fingers like niggas doing the bow.
Yeah.
That was hard. Desert Eagle. If your man acting Super Bowl, right? You know the Eagles was in the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl, right? The football reference. But the Desert Eagle, the gun, if you want to act.
If you all want to act,
you want to get out of pocket.
Yeah, you want to get off.
We got something to kind of calm that down. A Desert Eagle, if you act the same.
And that's like the fifth line.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would like to let it rock, but we gotta acknowledge at least some of these lines. We're gonna go back though. Yeah, let's just keep it going, man. That was hard.
All them batch face photos. Why would you post those? Make a y'all dopey since I heard you like my ghost horse. Big truck, but I'm alone like Posto. Call Malone and tell him I'm going Posto. These bitches rapping like my blooper roll. Desert Eagle if your nigga acting Super Bowl. Got him like, uh-oh. Gun fingers like niggas doing the BOGO. You fucking bozo. That 40 cal make them dance like a go-go. Super facts, that's worth the super cat. Where I rode, got you down when I tech back. Which bitches couldn't walk in my Crocs, that's worth the Dundee. Just a bunch of airheads like Kelly Bundy. Many bitches so slow, man, they slow to sloth. 600 horse, how you gon' catch the boss? Put them with they hand out, trying to catch the sauce. The Bermuda flow, trying to cut the cloth. See the differences, I run businesses. If I ain't employ you, then what your business is? I have staff roll up like what the business is. Oh, you don't know that my niggas kill witnesses. Da, da, da. 100 rounds on it, da, da, da. Real one like a shot, da, da. She my little vibe, my little Bad girl don't run from nobody like Rude boy want me touching on his body like Boy, I feel dead if he ever diss me. You know what to do if he ever miss me.
There it is. That's the original right there.
Shout out to Lumi D though.
Yeah, man.
I don't know what
that
Lumi
was the
D.
cut. That was the
I don't
cut.
know what she doing these days, but she definitely, that was the one though. That was hot back in the day.
She bodied this, man. But I want to go back to one part really quick. This is the only part that I wasn't in love with the song with. When we paused, I came back to it and I told George, I said, see, I don't love this right here. And he was like, you don't? Play that part real quick, George.
It's me with the na 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 na.
This right
I stay
here?
with my na 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 na. His ex hitting me like na 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 na. He want the bad guy.
I feel like that was filler to me in this song, but
Oh no, though.
the point I'm making though is even though I don't love it, you see the way she understands how to beat and the way this beat sounds. I could do this right here. I could do that na 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 na, and people are going to like that because even though it's not my thing, the way she's able to understand, like, hey, you know what? I need to put something here that I think people can get into this beat with, because that's all this is right here. This part right here is to get you to be like, oh shit, is to get you to get your head nod on and get crazy. You know what I'm saying? Dance to. So that is going back to the point that I'm saying of understanding how to put some shit together that people will at least buy into, and a user or the listener will like to hear what's happening. That's just one point. And then she went back into that flow before that.
Da da da, 100 rounds on a grat da da. Real one like a shot da da.
Yeah.
She my little vibe, my little
Yeah, come on, man. Come on, y'all. Come on, that shit is hot. When I hear stuff like that and then coming back to the original Lumi beat, you know, dude, she incorporates and we haven't even gotten to what she said yet. That second verse she lost her mind in. I'm just pointing out the cadence and the flows and being able to understand what the beat calls for. And I'm going to mimic that with what I'm actually saying or singing or that rappy singing, whatever you want to call it. Dude, that is something I don't know if a lot of people have. I don't know if you could train that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I think you either have it or you just don't. You know what I'm saying?
Her feel for music is great, but can we go back to that na 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 shit?
Yeah, go ahead.
She said, I stay with my na 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 na. His ex hit him, he like na 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 na, right? But I tease him like na 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 na. He said, bring me that na 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 na, right? So even in that, I know the sound of it, like sonically to you wasn't really appealing.
But she still was.
But it was still funny and slick in its own way. Even the
right.
na 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 na's, you know what I'm saying? Like his ex hit him, he like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But bring me the nah, nah. I'ma tease him, nah, nah, nah. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool, man. So she still brought that alive.
Exactly.
Even lyrically. I just feel like there's nothing goes to waste, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like black people and pigs and shit, man. We eat everything. We eat the fucking knuckles and eat the fucking eyelashes and shit.
Tails, all kinds of shit. Shout out to my vatos. Shout out to the hoes that be watching me like mavatos. You know, the watch mavatos, you know, watch. But shout out to the women that they be watching me get this money, watching me do all this shit. But the double entendre with the actual people, which is Mexican called, you know, their homies vatos. You know what I'm saying? But the play on the watch as well, which Movado makes watches. So I thought that was super slick.
What was Two Chain's line? The nacho Dorito line that we always...
Yeah, I know that we said...
Triangles, what did he say? Had to triangle like Doritos. Then he said something about Don Vito, and he said this cheese is nachos, you know what I'm saying? Like a jalapenos or something. I like Nicki's attempt at that a little bit better.
Me too,
right?
me too.
Dorito women, you know, I'm trying to be better. Dorito women, mad that they not chose. Right? Nacho, Doritos, nacho, right? But they're mad that they're not being chose. So I like Nicki's attempt better, man. Two Chainz is ridiculous though. But in a good way sometimes. All of them botch face photos, why would you post those?
That is true though. Why do people do that?
Big Truck, she's alone. Like Posto. Post Malone is who she's referencing, right? Malone, Post Malone. But she said call Malone and tell him I'm going Posto, right? That's a line. Barbs, keep it real, man. That's an old basketball. Like, Karl Malone was called the mailman. Yeah. Right? You know what I'm saying? He used to dunk like this and shit, you know? Yeah. Karl Malone was the most. So he said, call Karl Malone and tell him I'm going Posto. So it's a reference to the great Karl Malone who played for the Utah Jazz, called him the mailman. So that's where the post connection
and he used to post up alone.
Post up.
You know what I mean? Give me this shit. I'm about to, you know, clear out. Give me the ball in the post. You know what I mean?
But she's going posto.
Right.
You know, the whole term of going posto, meaning your motherfuckers used to work for the post office and go shoot up the shit, right? But she's going crazy. She's going crazy on the beat, right? These chicks rapping like her blooper roll, huh? Like my mistakes. Me fucking around, me just making mistakes and shit is what they actually sound like. You know what I'm saying? My blooper roll.
And you know, I gotta agree with that, man. I mean, I'm not gonna call out any names and nothing like that, but yeah, dude. But even some of the dudes though too. So let's not pick on just the women. You know what I'm saying, Nicki? Let's give some of the dudes to smoke too. Because a lot of these new dudes ain't rapping about shit either. And it sounds fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
So let's spread the criticism around. Because it's a lot to go around right now.
These chicks couldn't walk in my Crocs. Right? That's word to Dundee. Love the references, man.
Yep,
I love it because Nicki is talking my language from my era, my generation, right? Crocodile Dundee. For those of you who don't know who she's referencing, right? The great I don't know about the great, but an Australian actor, right? It was a series or a show, Crocodile Dundee. She's referencing that, but they can't walk in her Crocs. It's sort of a flip of you can't walk in my shoes, man. You can't carry the crown like I carry it. You can't walk in these Crocs, but she wears Crocs as well. You know what I mean? So just a bunch of airheads like Kelly Bundy. Again, Married with Children reference, right? Kelly Bundy was an airhead on the show Married with Children. She was Al Bundy's daughter, right? She's an airhead. She's slow, but y'all airheads. You know what I'm saying? I think the women she's talking about don't even know the references and shit.
Probably not.
I don't even think they know the references. Okay.
What was that? Christina Applegate.
Christina
right?
Applegate.
Yeah.
Shout out to Christina Applegate. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Al Bundy, one of my favorite TV characters ever, though, by the way.
That was a funny
Ed
show.
O'Neill.
That was a funny show. What she say, 600 horse, how you gonna catch a boss? The double entendre is, number one, I'm literally fast. But number two, I'm so far ahead of you. How you gonna even catch up? You can't. See, the difference is I run businesses, and if I don't employ you, she's like, then what the business is. You know what I'm saying? Then what we're really talking about. You know what I mean? If I don't employ, but that's, again, going back to the how you gonna catch a boss. That's a boss line to say, right? I employ motherfuckers. This is about businesses. But if it ain't about business, then what the business in? You want some smoke? So if you know,
I'll have staff roll up like what the business is. Is what she said. You know, if it's a problem, we got somebody that will ask you what the business is.
Either way, I got time today.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a bar.
But then after the business line though, she was just like, "Oh, you don't know that we take care of the witnesses, though. You know what I'm saying? Kill witnesses as well. So just watch your mouth, watch your tone."
I enjoyed that, man, and the Lumi D beat that which I didn't even know who sang that, man. So shout out to Lumi D, man. But I knew the song, and that song used to go off, man. And it aged well.
It does.
Because this shit still bangs. Yeah. I'm going to bang that later, you know?
Yeah, seriously.
And that's one thing I love about Nicki, though, man. I know I'm beating a dead horse, man. But when we talk about a complete rapper, man, I feel like everything's important, man. I mean, some things are probably more important than others. I will give credit to that. But you look at Nicki as... as a whole, and if you start to talk about, bars where she's actually saying, check, is it written well? Check, is the flow there? Check, does it make sense? Check, is it in line with the beat? Because I feel like Nicki's one of those artists that you could put on any beat and she will recreate it the way that she thinks is going to make the most sense, So I feel like she's checking a lot of those boxes, man. And like I said, man, when we talk about Ryan's list, her and rappers like that, dude, you know what I mean? They have to be on the list, man. Shout out to Nicki, man. She kills it, man.
Big shout out to Nicki, man. I think, we can't say it enough. She dips into different bags. Cadence game is great. Slick lyricism. She's like the last of a dying breed. When we talk about bars, I don't even think the rappers she's going against understand what she's even talking about. We talk about rapping. It's not a contest. Shout out to everybody that requested that. That's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm George. That's Ryan. Lost in Vegas.
We out.